Hey, welcome to the series of everything you need to know about Python in simplest possible way. In our previous videos, while discussing strings, we have solved some of the problems by using some of the methods that we have already discussed, right? So in this video, we will be solving some more problems in order to understand strings and its methods effectively. So as part of that, we will be solving these four problems. So the first problem that we have is that combining two strings character by characters. So the statement is that we will be given two strings and we need to combine those two strings character by characters, not one string and two strings. So character by characters. So let's go ahead and see how we can solve this. Let's say I am having this particular string 1 which is like here. So the string 2 that what we will be having, string 2 is this here. So I am having like as one string and this as two strings. I am taking this example because both lengths are same, right? Here in the first string and second string also we are having 4 characters. Later we will be seeing it with the different characters, different character lengths. So in order to combine these two strings, we need to get a character from this string and a character from this string, right? So for that reason, I will mention chr1 and chr2. In order to get these two strings at a time, we have a method which is zip, right? So for that reason, I am using this zip in order to get two strings at a time. So I will be mentioning string 1 and string 2 here. So later what I will be doing is that I will print chr1 and plus chr2 here. So at the end I will mention nothing, this particular empty string statement, and if I execute this, you can able to see we are having lt, first character from this particular first string l, and first character from second string I, h, and second character from this particular string 1 and second character from this particular string 2. Like this, we are getting all of these characters and we are combining the characters character by character. If you see the alternative characters, we are having L, I, K, E, and we are getting like, which is first string. If we see alternative characters, C, D, T, H, is, we are getting this particular this. Let's say instead of this particular this, if I have this particular subscribe here and if I execute this, and we are not getting all the characters of this particular subscribe, we are only getting this particular s till this particular s only. So the reason is because this zip function only consider the shortest characters. Based on that, it was giving this kind of a result. So in order to consider all the characters, what we need to do is that we need to import a method which is zip longest. So this zip longest is present inside of a module which is iter tools. So from this particular iter tools, we need to import this particular zip longest. So we will be using this particular zip longest and we will be pasting here. If I execute this, this zip longest may be having a underscore here, and if I execute this, so it was telling that none type and str type. So unsupported operator from none type and str type. The reason is because if we have more characters here, this particular string 1, the string having less characters will return none. So for that we need to use one more thing here, which is fill value. I need to fill this value with a empty string, and if I execute this, we can able to see all the remaining characters from the longest string. So like this, we can able to combine two strings character by characters. You can see the result is here. So I hope you can able to understand this particular logic to combine the strings character by character, even if we have the characters, the strings of different sizes, different lengths. So let us go ahead and see one more problem, which is even and odd positions. So what is this means is that we need to print the even positions as a one string and odd positions from one string. Let's say if I have this particular like, in this the even positions we could consider is this particular I and E, because this will be happen 1, 2, 3, 4. Or if we are considering with the indexes, what we can consider is that this particular 0 as 0, 1, 2, 3, right? So this particular 0 as even and this particular k as even, because 0 and 2 are evens, right? Like that we can able to consider. So let us go ahead and see how we can get the even positions and odd positions very simply by indexing. Let's say I am having this particular like itself and I will be assigning with this particular string. So to get the even positions, what I will be doing is that I will use this particular string and I will simply mention this by 2. So this is a step, right? So I wanted to start with the empty index 0. I wanted to go till how many characters that we have. That's all. So I need to increment the steps by 2. So for that reason, I am mentioning 2 here. And if I print this, and you can see the result, we are getting only L and K, which means the 0th index and the first index. Not the first index, but the second index. And by using these two, we have skipped this particular I and E. So this is of even characters. So to get the odd characters, what I will be doing is that I will print this particular string with 2, but before that I need to mention 1 here, because I need to start with index 1. If I execute this, we can able to see I and E. I will give one more string, let's say subscribe here, and we can actually take this from the input also. So I was just taking directly here. If I execute this, you can see the result. We are getting S, B, C, I and E. These are the even positions, and we are getting these characters which are at the odd positions, which is U, S, R, B. Like that we can able to get the even position characters and odd position characters. So let's go ahead and see one more problem that we have, which is sorting characters and numbers. So what this problem means is that, let's say I am having this particular string L3, I2, K9 and E5. So like that I am having some characters and some integer values. What I need to do is that I need to get this particular characters at the initial itself. At the beginning of the whole string I need to get the characters, and at the end of the string I need to get these numbers. So in order to do that, let's go ahead and do that. So I will take this particular string, and what I need to do is that I will have a tagging mechanism to track of these characters. So I will consider a character. So this is used to keep track of the characters in order to have adding this particular character. So I am taking an empty string, as and when we found the characters, we will be assigning and adding that characters to this empty string. So the characters will be keeps adding, right? So later what I will be doing is that I am taking one more thing, which is numbers here. So what I need to do is that for this one also we will be adding the numbers. For characters we will be adding characters. For numbers we are adding numbers. So by using string concatenation we can add them, right? So that it will have a new characters added, right? So here what I will be doing is that I need to iterate through this string, right, using for loop. That is what I am doing here. So for let's say element in strings, from element in strings I need to iterate through this particular string through this particular element. So here what I will be doing is that if element, so we are I will print this particular element so that you can able to understand, right? So element, and if I execute this, you can able to see we are getting all the characters and all of these numbers and characters as a new line. So now here what I will be doing is that for in this element, if this particular element dot is decimal, so I am checking this particular element is decimal or not, which is nothing but the number. If this is a number, what I need to do, I need to add that number into numbers string, right? So I am doing that numbers plus element. So by mentioning this, we can able to add this particular element to this particular numbers string. So if this particular element is not a decimal, what I will be doing is that I will just add this particular element into characters string. So characters plus equal to element. So by mentioning this, we are adding this particular element to character strings when we don't find this as a decimal. So after that, at the end, if I print this particular numbers and characters, we don't have much difference. The reason is because I will just print the numbers. First I will print the characters, so after that I will print the numbers here. So if I execute this, I need to put element here, element. So you can able to see we are getting like, and we are getting 3295. So like that we are able to getting. So if I print these characters and numbers as a whole, characters plus numbers, if I execute this, you can able to see this particular string like this and this particular numbers at the end. So by using this logic, we can able to get this particular characters at the beginning and this particular numbers at the end. We are getting as like a characters, as like a in the order that we have in the string, right? And if you wanted to sort all of these characters and all of these numbers, we can do that as well. So in order to do that, what we will be doing is that we can call one method which is sorted, right? By using this sorted, we can able to sort the characters, any iterable for that matter. Here I am using characters, and after that I will be using this particular numbers also. I will be sorting these numbers also, numbers. So after that, what if I execute this, we can able to see everything in the list, right? So in order to get this as a string, what we need to do, we need to use a join method that we have seen in our previous videos, right? So I'm using this particular join, and if I execute this, we can able to see the result EIKL2357, which is in the sorted order, right? And I hope you can able to get, if you want to have this particular sorted order, you can use this, or if you wanted to only get the order that you have in the string, you can simply use it till this particular here. So I hope you can able to sort these numbers characters in the order. So I hope you can able to understand this logic to solve this particular problem, which is numbers at the characters at the beginning and numbers at the end. Let us go ahead and see the last problem that we have, which is removing duplicates in a string. This is very interesting. Observe carefully. Let's say I am having this particular string like and subscribe here. So in this string, what we have the duplicate values, which is one is we have this particular I which is coming here and here. After that, we are having this particular E is coming here and at the end here. Like that, we are having some duplicate values here, right? So to make you understand simply, I will take simple example A, B, B, C, C, D, D, E, E. Like this, we are having some characters and we are having some duplicate characters in this, right? So I will assign this string to string here. I will assign this character string into string. So now what we will be doing is that we need to iterate through this string, right? So for that reason, for character in string, so by using this, we can able to iterate through the string. So inside of this, what I will be doing is that I need to have unique strings, right? Unique characters. For that reason, I am using unique. This is just a variable unique char. So in this, I am having an empty string. So after that, we will be adding the unique characters. So if unique this part, whatever character that we are getting here, by using this for character in string, we are getting and fetching the character by characters in the string, right? So if this character in unique string, so if this character is present in this particular unique string, what we will be doing, we are not doing anything. If it is not present, if it is not, this particular character is not present in this particular unique string, what we will be doing, we need to add that, right? So if that is not present, we need to add unique character plus equal to character. So after that, at the end, We don't need to have any else. We are just adding this particular character to this particular unique character if that is not present. So at the end, if we print unique character here, and if I execute this, you can able to see the unique character which is AB. Here you can see 3A's, and in the result you have only 1A. Here you have 2B's. Here in the result you have only 1B. Like that, all the characters are unique, right? So you can compare this particular string and this particular resulted string. We are getting the unique strings by this simple logic that what we have. So I hope you can able to understand this logic to get the unique characters in a string and remove the duplicate characters. So we have seen so many problems, right? And if you understand all these problems, hit a like button, and in the next video we will be coming with the lists, and there are so many things that we need to understand regarding of list, so that we will be seeing in our coming videos. So to stay updated with my latest videos, subscribe to this channel and turn on the notifications to all, so that whenever I upload any video you will get the notification. So thank you for watching this video. See you in the next one.